What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
It's air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
It's air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
It's air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
It's air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water? It's been a day.
Let's go. It's been a day for Cleese.
It's been a day. Hello, Goop.
Hello.
Sorry. All my fault that we're late tonight.
I was
Sorry.
sitting there,
Really?
just pressure washing, minding my own business, going,
Where's
Cleese
what
is
you're
going to show up
doing?
eventually.
I'm so glad you were pressure
I
washing.
was just
You're
pressure
doing
washing, and
something
I'm like,
fun.
do. She'll show up eventually.
God. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my check-in first. Hi,
Go for
everybody.
it.
Hello.
Hi,
I'm gonna
Brew.
get over
Hi,
with.
Finn. Hi,
Hi,
Jordan. I
Bill.
know you're somewhere.
Hi, Jordan. Wait, I can barely see chat because I'm in the strong flow, but I see Goof over there. I saw it on Twitter. I've been twiddling myself. I don't know
Just waiting to be like, what's going on? Are they ever going to show up?
Why
We
the
were.
heck is Khalees late? Well,
Let's go.
I had a really long day to start off. Having taken over my mom's cleaning business, I had 2 clients to take care of today. That sounds very dirty. I'm a house cleaner too, so dirty's a good thing, right? Because we want to make it clean.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, so I started my day off with I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna be real, not by choice. I just woke up. My tummy kind of hurt. Did my deed in the toilet. Went back to bed. Kind of just got stuck like watching TikTok videos.
The cycle.
I don't have a weekly update. I have a daily update because my week wasn't fantastic, honestly.
Aw.
I think the last time we left off, John had puked the night
Yes.
before.
Yes.
Ella started puking that night. So she was sick the next day. And then guess what? I was puking the following night. Blech. And then Kona got it the following night.
Well, it's kind of good that like you got it like
We all got it out.
separately, instead of like all of you sick at once.
I almost feel like we should all just have had a bucket out and just been sitting there puking together in the living room, man.
That's nasty. I love it.
Only reason I say that is because it was like with the kids when they go to bed and like it would have been easy, like, okay, yeah, come to bed with us. It's fine. I'll like, if they have a cold or something, that's way easier. But when they're puking, like, no, sit the fuck out of my bed. You ain't puking in my fucking bed, dude. Are you joking?
Yeah.
That's why we got the fucking spill-proof mattress pads on that shit up there. Anyways, they were puking. Everyone was puking all last week. That's my update for last week. But today it was kind of just a day because we're what is it called? An atmospheric river plowing through. Supposedly we're supposed to get like 3 of those this season, 4 or
Gross.
something ridiculous.
That's not cool.
And this is at least the second that we've had. And right now it's currently raining and we just got a foot and a half of snow yesterday. So that's not good.
So
that's
just
like,
as up, Khalees might have
ugh.
some issues like last time.
Well, thankfully, no.
Okay, good.
I thought maybe, but the weather is just fine. It's actually supposed to be blue sky, clear tomorrow. It's just
good.
it's too warm to snow right now, oddly enough.
Oh, that's good.
Which is fine. My life depends on weather. I survive off of what the weather is doing. And so that's kind of why I bring the weather up a lot because I never know if I'm going to have power, internet, if I'm going to be able to if the pipes might freeze. Like there's just so many things, and then on top of that, I run a business where I caretake a lot of houses. And I have to be conscious of their fucking houses too. Like anyways, so we're going to go there. We're going to lead off with that. I had a client today and we're dealing with some trash issues. And the last guests that stayed left a bunch of trash in the house, which wasn't that big of a deal. People who aren't familiar with our area aren't going to understand how our trash works. We have these units called bear boxes or bear bins, depending on who you talk to, that are required in the county to have at every residence so that it like deters the bears from going into your home to break into them, because we have that problem here. Bears, literally like 250 to 600 pound, seriously, bears break into your homes to eat your food out of your fridge up here. That's just windows, doors. They don't give a fuck. They're
No
hungry.
fucks.
And even more so, they're hibernating less, which kind of sucks because it kind of goes into all of that whole global warming, climate change, hoo-ha. Plus, I think they're just always hungry because they're probably eating food that just triggers them to always be hungry because I'm in America. You know what I mean? Like we have I know there's terrible food everywhere, but America. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, so this bear box was frozen, so the guest couldn't open the door.
Oh.
It's fine. I dealt with it. I got the door open, but the trash company, we have one of. We don't have options, which is kind of realistic. Like most cities
Yeah.
or towns don't have multiple waste
Yeah.
companies, right?
Yeah.
So there's not another company you can call. But that makes this really frustrating because our trash company is rather difficult to deal with. And the people who collect the trash refuse to try. So if they can't, okay, so there's like this metal kind of L-shaped key that you stick into the bear bin or bear box and you twist it and it opens up this like, so there's like these two, there's this one pull and it like pulls the little, stop it, Siri. Hold on, let me take my watch off. I just realized she was listening to me and that creeps me out. So there's like these little, let me look at the mechanic. Okay, so pretend this is a bigger bear bin than this, but so there's these, what do they call it? Stakes, posts? I don't know. Anyways, little stick type things that are metal that when you turn the key a certain way, it'll lock the door, right? If you turn another way, it'll unlock it. What is that considered? Like just
I get
a mechanism.
I
don't
know.
So when it's frozen, you can maneuver that, but sometimes there's ice along the flat part of the door and there's no handle on said door because otherwise the bear will grab it and try to open it.
Yeah.
And the bears are strong enough to pull the trash bin and bend it of its cement foundation.
Wow.
Like that's the kind of stuff that happens. So these garbage guys refuse. So I kind of laugh because I'm out here and I will literally just kick the door a couple times, break the ice, right?
Yeah.
Just break the ice and pull the door open because the way the key works, it becomes the handle. It kind of stays in the lock and you kind of pull open. Then you can pull the key out and put the trash in, take the cans in and out. It's big enough to fit 2 full large trash cans, right? Mm-hmm. The trash company refuses to try to open the door to take the trash. So you're left with a week's full of trash. Right? So I'm dealing with that and the property manager of that was like, "Do you know a welder?" I'm not the property manager. I'm just the housekeeping hospitality essentially. And I was like, let me look into it. So I like search into it. I find the person I'm looking for. And she basically wants to get a handle welded onto the door that's meant to not have a handle.
No.
For the bears to open the door so that they don't have to keep paying extra fees because the garbage company will charge you an extra fee no matter what to pick up your trash if they have to come back and get it if you haven't had it accessible for them to open. Yeah. They don't even try.
Nah. I feel like the garbage people, like everywhere, there's minimum effort.
Okay. I have a side story. Ella was a baby. John was very small. And I watched the trash guy literally come to the bear bin, look at the trash. Our trash service is paid. There's no reason this should have happened. He was like, I don't feel like getting that today. And then like went into his car, literally went onto his iPad, and I just had a baby. And those hormones, feel bad for that guy because my fucked up ass stormed my angry ass out there and I shouldn't have probably been lifting this. But I was like, are you really not going to pick up my trash? And he like told me like, no, something about it maybe being too heavy.
Whatever.
I fucking grabbed that shit, put it onto his dumpster that he like hauls the trash with because ours are a little different. They're not just the big units that typically like put the trash in. I don't really know how it works in Vancouver, but usually just have like a Ford kind of like large forklift that has like a big dumpster bin on it, and then that goes into another large, what most cities are used to, like a dumpster truck. That take goes into the dump or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed it and I dumped it myself, and I looked at him and he reported it to the office, and I got a phone call from the office.
Well, do your fucking job.
And I started crying. And I like
you
to the
started crying.
lady
They
because it
started
was
crying.
because I started because my
Okay.
hormones are like through the roof. I just
Yeah.
had a baby. I got milk coming out of my fucking tits. I was like just not okay. Like things were not okay. Things are not okay in
Yeah.
that circumstance. I don't hold on. I gotta change the light. I don't like that. That light was.
And
just
what are they
killing
calling
me.
you about? Like, oh, you like embarrassed
Because
our
the
guy? Like, what the
guy-
fuck?
Yeah, because I remember just being like, "Are you serious? You're gonna have me leave my children, my home, for me to do your job?" I think I kind of like did one of those.
Good.
And he literally called the office saying I was harassing him, and I explained to her in the office what was going on. This is the trash company. I mean, so I'm trying to explain to my property manager. Listen, unfortunately, you're not the only one that deals with shit like this. She's like, this is the first time ever. And I'm like, well, it must be an extra cold year because I don't understand what. Personally, I think the staff they have sucks.
Yeah.
Because there have been many very good years with this company and there's been very many shitty years. Anyways, that's my trash existence. They didn't pick up the trash. They refused to pick up the trash. They're gonna have to pay another fee to pick up the trash because it's over full. It's gone. What's the point of? Oh, and then I I sent you guys the shuffling pictures.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I get to another client that I have. So that's the trash company. I have one of my workers go to that house, finish that, and just do that. I got to start for her. I had this trash issue, whatever. But it's kind of funny because the next house I go to has the same trash issue. They didn't pick up their trash either, but the reason for that was because they didn't shovel the snow for the trash people to go get their trash.
These people, like, they're not gonna do it if it's hard.
These
okay?
are very entitled, rich people that I live around.
But
so
garbage people, like, not garbage people, that's the wrong phrase. The garbage
trash
driver,
man.
Trash man, thank you.
Sorry.
They,
That's what I'll call them.
They're all shit. Like, they're, like, not in this building that we live in now, but in our other building. If there was any vehicle blocking the door for them to get,
nope, we're not coming.
Get the bin, they're like, nope. And they just fucking drive off. And we're like, we would have moved it.
Just let us know.
Just honk at us, for fuck's sake. But, like, the guys that are here, because all of the guys that are on the route, they have, like, fobs for all the like every building, because all of our garbage bins are secured behind gates for homeless people reasons. Yeah,
needed.
And, like,
I get it.
One time they called me, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, hi, we're like the garbage pickup guys, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, oh, hi, what are you calling me about? And they're like, oh, we're here, and, like, our fob doesn't work. And I'm like, thank you for calling. Thank you. I'll go running outside, open the door.
Cares about their job a little, apparently.
I'm like, I fixed it in like 20 seconds because I knew exactly what was wrong with it. Yeah. But, like, thank you for calling. Don't just leave. But, like, we've had people just be like, oh, there's something blocking it. I'm gone. Bye.
And, like, in a way, I get it, because the job isn't, like, you know.
But you're choosing to do that job. I'm sorry.
Fantastic, but you're obviously getting paid okay if you're choosing that job, too, because I know it's not the worst paying. I mean, no, you also, I mean, there's a living wage off that job.
A union job, most of the time. You're in a union. You're pretty safe.
You're pretty safe.
Yeah, like, shoveling's totally different. I'd also be like, nah, fuck that shit.
So that leads me to the next part of my story. So I get to this house, and it's one of my mom's longest clients that I've taken over that have wanted me to take over for them. And I'm grateful. But I'm dealing with it's actually funny because my mom dealt with the mom and dad of the house, but now I'm dealing with the children of the house,
Oh,
and
that's
I'm the
funny.
child.
Oh, that's
So,
funny.
right, it's kind of weird. So we're gonna all learn each other and get a good relationship, but this gal did not tell me that they changed the route in which they get into this said house
Oh.
because there are a few.
Oh.
And the one that I was familiar with was not shoveled out. So I was like, fuck. And I got Ella in the car, and thankfully, got a tablet. I know it's not the best thing to
It's
do, but you know
fine.
what?
You know
Whatever.
what? Don't be judgy
I don't,
here.
you know what? I can't afford a motherfucking babysitter, but my mom left me that iPad, and I can afford that. And it keeps my kids occupied in a car seat
There
for
you
a
go.
little while I deal with shit, and I'm in an ice distance and no one's around. Like, it's safe.
Perfect.
Um, no, I think it's union in the US. There's unions in the US
Yeah.
for sure. I couldn't say for sure if our local garbage company was union
Don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
because it's local, but there is still union jobs in the US for sure. In fact, most all the grocery stores are, I think, in union. Pretty sure. At least I'm dating myself. A while back when my first job, I was in union then, and I loved it because I got vacation hours, I got health benefits. It was great, and you're pretty secure. Oh, I think there's a lot. I don't know. I'm just not in that field, so
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of union work still in the U.S. for sure. Anyways, I get there and I pull in and I'm like, "Ah," like literally sent you the picture I sent you of like what is that? I think that was like 3.5, 4 feet of snow walls surrounding me in a driveway that was plowed, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I have to clean this house, and I can't even get into it. I'm hell of annoyed right now.
That's so frustrating.
I didn't want to shovel to get in there.
You're not paid.
Uh,
You're not paid enough to fucking shovel.
well, these guys will actually pay well, so I was willing because
Shoveling still
like
sucks.
it still sucks.
No
But
one likes shoveling.
these people haven't had this house cleaned since before my mom died. And I went
Ooh.
in there and I was like, oh my God,
Ooh.
I'm going to be in here for 2 days.
Why so long?
They were giving me time.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
they were giving maybe grieving time. I don't
Okay.
really know.
That's fair.
Or maybe they weren't up enough, but it's still dirty. Anyways, it's an I'm assuming,
Yeah.
but then again, I'm like, because I kind of feel like maybe they were trying to clean themselves a lot. You can kind of tell, they're trying to do it like, And then I finally got the message like, hey, can you clean? Don't worry, I got you guys. Anyways, so that was it was cool being in that house, but uh so I ran in I get there and I'm like kind of bummed, and I'm standing outside of my car while Ella's sitting in the car. I just dropped off John to school. It was his sharing day today, by the way. He decided to share a red Jeep Wrangler toy
Okay.
that
So
he
it's
has
kinda
no
like show and
attachment
tell?
to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, are you sure that's what you want to share? But I realized why he wants to share it.
Why?
Because he wants to like play with it.
Ah.
He wants to play with it while he's at school.
Clever, John.
Yes. So clever. Anyway, so in sharing day went well, which means I have to do snack day. So I make him choose the snack. So it was pretzels, apples, and carrots. Because you have to do like a lot of healthy stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do like anything whack.
No
So
fruit
I'm
roll
kind of
ups or
like,
nothing.
that's whack. No. No.
No
It's like-
gushers, no nothing like that.
No. Gushers?
Smart. Gushers are delish.
I totally bought the yo. The gas station in my town sells adult size, like large gusher pack of like sour or sweet gushers. I just saw it
want
the other day. I bought a
that.
pack.
I
Buy
want
one.
it.
Save it for you. I'll send it to you. I swear.
I love
Promise.
I'm like, I'm digging sour shit right now. Well,
Oh,
I'm
and
always digging sour shit. Not gonna
Sour
lie.
is so great.
And it's
You know
gotta be
what, my girl?
sour.
My girl Ella, she
likes
likes
sour.
them like spicy and sour. She's my kid, dude.
Nothing drives me
John
nuts
is
when you buy
not
candy
into
and
it.
it's like sour and you eat it and it's like, this isn't sour.
When you get one of those oh, the ultimate oh, what are those called?
Don't know.
The guy, what is it? Come on, someone.
Like the air,
And he's like,
like the airheads or
hold
something
on,
heads.
sour candies.
Sour
But it's not an
Patch. No,
airhead.
it's not Sour Patch Kids.
It's not Sour Patch. It's
Um, I know what you're talking about. They're
hold
really
on.
sour. Like they
And they're
almost burn.
hard, and then they're hard, and then they kind of have like the soft
Soft.
side, softness in the inside.
Yeah.
And they have like a man that kind of looks like
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice on there.
Yeah, and he's all like,
Sorry, that's the first person I think of.
I can't. It's so good. But I don't know what's called.
Hold on.
Jordan.
I'm gonna try something. Millennial sour candies. There it is.
What is it? Oh, it's some
Warheads.
warheads. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Millennial. That's so good.
Anyways, and I saw them at the gas station the last time I went to the gas station, and I was like, are you joking?
So good.
How come no one told me about these before? Anyways, it was basically a lot of back and forth. Okay, so I meet the shoveler guy. There's an actual shoveler guy who pulls up as I'm like bitching about this to you guys. Like, right? He shows up and I'm like, oh shit. Because I was getting ready to text the daughter, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't shoveled again. But I didn't realize they changed their whole path method.
Oh.
Like, I didn't. So, like, where they were going, and this guy is, like, shoveling a path that's, like, literally 18 inches. So it's, like, enough to, like, not even carry, like, if you were to roll your luggage in,
Yeah.
you have to have that, like, pulled up and,
Ooh.
you know? So I'm kind of like, eh. But I'll give the guy credit. He's shoveling. But, anyways, they're using a different door, which is fine. And garbage guys didn't get their trash either. They're the ones that I said didn't have the path shoveled. And anyways, this sounds so insignificant now, but my day was long. I went and picked up John again. Went back to the house and cleaned it. I cried a couple times because I hadn't been in that house since the last time I cleaned with my mom in that house, and that was probably a year ago.
Oh wow.
So there was a lot of like heavy feelings, and then the lady that owns my mom's house was texting with me because we have a really good relationship. And anyways, she was so cool. And so, and then Kona reminded me a little bit earlier in the day, like, hey, the employee party for the ski resort I work at is happening today. And I was like, oh, great. What's the timing till? And he's like 4:30 to 6. I'm like, perfect. Perfect. So we get there, and we know one of the main managers of the restaurant, which is across the street from the resort. And it's like a buffet style. There's like a salad, actually Brussels sprouts with bacon. I thought of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they made some empanadas and yeah. And then they had a raffle. Right. And so I'm like meeting a couple of Kona's coworkers. Like it's super fun. I have a glass of wine. Kona has a beer. The kids are chilling. Like we brought our kids. We're the only ones who brought their kids. So we're feeling like kind of like
Ooh, risky.
because most of the so this is the fun part, I guess, is my point. Sorry, the other parts were kind of boring because my job kind of is lame. And I was literally scrubbing shit off of next to the fucking, so your shit story last week. I was cleaning shit off the side of the toilet by the flusher in a house in the house.
Why?
Today,
How?
and I'm just like,
What are you doing? How
and then I
are
grabbed
you
the
shitting?
yeah, I grabbed the toilet paper roll that looks brand new to change it with the one that's low. And I look at it and it's got like literal dried blood. Just
What?
like on it, like someone grabbed it and wiped their wound with it and then put it down. And I'm like, I'm
who was
throwing
staying
that
there?
away. Okay, you know. Anyways, employee party. So we're having some food. Ella had fallen asleep in the car. We basically woke her up about like 5 minutes before we walked into the restaurant. So she was just like, you know.
Yeah.
And we get the kids some Shirley Temples, Rocket. They
Nice.
only think they don't drink juice or soda. They like literally only drink water and milk because they're fucking psychopaths. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I'm happy for them because I
That's
don't do that.
insane. That's insane.
What kids don't do that?
Do they just not like how
Anyways,
sweet it is, or like do they not like the
yeah.
bubbly?
John doesn't like the bubble. Ella tried some of my Sprite when I was like on the pukey side of like when I was sick, but like
Yeah.
on the less pukey side of things, like kind
Yeah.
of like able to kind of like do the burpee thing with some Sprite or carbonated drinks. I let her try some Sprite before I drank some, and it was hilarious because she had some and then she was like,
She's like,
you know,
it's spicy. Like that sound on
you
TikTok.
know that bite, it hurts.
Yeah.
They weren't in the Shirley Temples, but they had the cherries. Then they had a raffle, which I was like, wait, you're winning prizes, Conan? Like, what? So he didn't win anything, but there's this gentleman who's known as Santa and or one of our cashiers at our local grocery store who also teaches skiing at the same resort Conan works at.
Oh yeah.
He won, and literally the entire restaurant fucking like flipped their lids. It was like an entire encore. Like just this guy he's old too, obviously, but he got up. He was so like humble about it. And he grabbed his little gift card. Like, he grabbed because he was one of the first winners. So he got one of like the better gifts, and I think it was like a couple like lift tickets to one of the like a nicer resort actually. Up on Donner Pass, and the whole restaurant like flipped their lids for this guy, and I thought it was great. And we were all like, anyways, so we know how to party. So basically, people start like kind of slowly leaving like a little bit after dessert, and they start putting on some like, like Latin music. And John was like sitting in his chair, like kind of feeling it. It's my 4-year-old. It's getting into it, right? And Jonah's like, You want to go dance, John? So like, of course, our family and our kids were great because like we walk into this freaking restaurant and everyone looked at us like,
ooh no, children.
This is allowed. Thankfully, we knew like most everyone there and everyone was chill, and our kids, not a peep.
Nice.
They were. I'm like so grateful. They like to sit there and be like, "Go talk to me." Like if someone talks to them or whatever, but like they'd soak it in. And we ended up closing out the employee party at 6:30, dancing to some of the Latin music. So it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. And sorry, my story was so long. In my I don't ever really have very long check-ins.
No,
actually,
it's not really
about
me.
it.
It's not really me like
You
going
got really
off about
good
something.
check-ins. I'm usually like, oh my god, I don't even know if I want to check in with half this shit that I have going on in my life. Like honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, that's like normally like where my brain is at. I'm like, I don't know if anyone really wants to hear about this shit. But this one was kind of fun because Coda and I always laugh because we always are the closers of parties. We will not intentionally, not like we mean to, but we're just usually having enough fun where out of nowhere we're the last ones there. And we're just like literally all the employees left. I think we were just there with the staff that chose to volunteer. We're like, okay, we're gonna leave with our kids now.
Later.
Anyways, like we needed to go anyways, and then roads are really shitty getting into a post office that Coda needed to go check his mail, and it was kind of a catastrophe. And then we got home and unloaded the car, and I got to podcast, so that's why I'm here. So that's my short and sweet check-in. I don't know. It was a good one.
Like as Giffner said, at least your day ended well, even though it started off a little
I was
shitty.
cracking up. I mean, it didn't even like start too bad, but I was up at 4 a.m. Actually, I guess it did start up shitty. I woke up at 4 a.m. with kind of a sour tummy and did have to poop. TMI. Sorry. I did.
Who doesn't poop in the morning? Come on. Good morning, poop.
That's actually funny you say that because I've just been started listening to Steve-O's podcast called, Steve-O, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I started from the very beginning, and his first interview is with Tony Hawk, which is pretty good.
Oh, wow.
And then I just watched his, or not watched, but I listened to. I always have one earbud in, so I have another one open. But I listened to his one with Wee Man,
Oh yeah,
and
I love Wee
apparently
Man.
Wee Man is a very consistent morning pooper after his coffee, which reminds me so much like Kona. It's when he was talking about it, I was like, oh my God. Even though they're polar opposite in height, literally, like
Yeah, it still goes through them just the same.
so similar. They have their morning coffee and they gotta go drop a shit. Like that's what Wee Man was talking about. And Steve was like, yeah, well at least you're regular. Like, and Wee Man's like, you're not regular, man? And Steve was like, nah, man. I've known you for years. You've always been regular. I've never been regular. Sorry. It was just, I highly suggest. I think it's called Wild and Out. Wild
Yeah,
Out or something like that.
I'll have to look it up.
Highly recommend. It's a good little podcast. But yeah. So wasn't a terrible day.
It
wasn't
good.
snowing anymore and actually ended up raining. So that's even a better side note because I'm so sick of the fucking snow. And it's only just begun.
Yeah.
We're only 1 month into the winter season, so
It's been raining
just
pretty bad
ready.
here. Or like not bad, just raining a lot recently.
yeah. So that's my check-in.
Good
Your
check-in.
turn.
Good check-in. I liked it.
Thanks. Sorry, it was a lot about trash and shit, and then we ended with dancing at least.
Trying to think of what my check-in is.
Roles back
The
first.
roles are reversed. How are the turntables?
I'm sorry. cracking
No,
up.
it's all good. Good news. My dad will be coming to the wedding, and the
Yes!
funniest part is, my dad and mom, who are divorced, have not seen each other for 8 years ish, will be flying down to Mexico together. On the same flight.
Oh, that, my friends, is juicy.
That's hilarious.
What a coinkerdink. Is
Yeah.
that set intentionally?
No,
Goofing, right?
No, it didn't happen intentionally. It just with Dad, it was the cheapest option to get him to drive to Calgary instead of going from Saskatoon to like
Sure.
Edmonton to Calgary or like Edmonton to Calgary, because either way you're ending up there. So just get a fucking load there, camp out with like my stepbrother for like a night, and then catch the
Yeah.
flight out there, and then just have a
Yeah.
direct flight. So it was not planned whatsoever.
That
But like,
is so fun. It's, oh my God, is it not screaming a little bit? I mean, okay, you're not a twin, but like, well, no, there's this new movie. I don't know what it's
I don't
called
know
right
the
now, but it has
scenes.
George Clooney and Julia Roberts. But for some reason, I'm thinking of Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, where the parents like
it is,
end
but
up kind
that
of,
that is not my
way
end
different.
goal. That no, I'm not hoping
obviously,
for
no,
that
we
to
don't want that
ever
either. But
happen.
I'm just saying, it's just
It
how
is-
that,
it's that
how they, like,
storyline.
yeah, in a
I don't-
way,
I-
but
I
not
don't know what
really because
seats
it
they
wasn't
are.
intentional.
And I don't think I can see yet what seats they're in yet. But
Oh my
it's
God, I'm gonna
fucking hilarious
die.
because like they're for Dad, like he's coming, like he's flying out the Tuesday, wedding's Wednesday, flying out on the Thursday, which is the same schedule as Mom.
Right.
So they're flying in together on the same plane, which I've pre-warned them, going, "Hey, by the way, just don't be freaked out, but you're on a plane together, and most likely will be taking the bus to the place together from the
Watch
the
them
airport."
sitting next to each other.
That will not happen. My
I
mom
would die.
will be like, I can't sit next to this man.
You never know.
She will ask to be moved and
You
trade
think?
yes.
I don't know. It's been 8 years.
Hun-
Maybe they sit there and be like, "Wow, our daughter's getting married." Like,
I can't envision them
This is
having a
crazy.
civil conversation, not gonna lie. Like not a
bums me out.
not a bad conversation, but I don't think they could like
sit there and have just small talk.
no, it's too awkward.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
made too much of a scene. She can't like with the whole divorce, she's the one that made the scene.
Maybe it's her time to shine to be like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Oh, my mother says sorry. I'm almost 30 years old, and I probably heard her genuinely say sorry probably twice in my life.
She doesn't know. Goofin's
She
all
doesn't.
fired up.
She doesn't know what that word means at all. I totally agree with Goofin.
I don't doubt either of you. I'm just trying to be the
Nah,
devil's advocate, so to
nah,
speak.
nah. Like, I will be sending out a text closer to the date to everybody involved with this drama, going, I will not be picking and choosing who I'm gonna hang out with. I'm gonna sit down, and whoever is adult enough to sit down with me, that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's 2 o'clock, it's time for mom. Like, no. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking around with that.
Good for you.
It's 8, as my dad said, it's 8 years ago.
I agree with your dad, and I think if anyone's gonna, from what I know, and I don't know any of them personally,
Yeah.
if anyone's gonna step up and be personal with you, it's gonna be your dad, and try to be civil, in my opinion. But
He
then
said
again,
that
I don't know.
He's flat out said, like, I'm not gonna, like, be rude and, like, ignore them. So he will say hello. It's just how they're gonna receive it, and
So wait,
I don't know.
is it just your mom and then your dad? The step parents are not coming,
The
right?
step parents are not coming.
How
From what I
fucking weird.
understand, mom's husband is not coming because he thought my dad was coming, and I don't know where the issue was. I don't know if the issue was he wasn't sure how he would react, or concerned of how dad would act. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. It's 8 years ago. Shut the fuck up and get over it. And my stepmom, she would
You can
love
find
to
your time
come.
goofing.
She would love to come, but
I feel like she'd be fun to have there.
they don't.
She just seems like she'd be fun.
They could barely get dad to come. So
Hey, I can't make it because my life has changed so immensely, not because of that reason at this point, but like, I get it. It sucks. I think Says would be a lot of fun though.
it would
She
be
would have
so
been a
much
lot of
fun
fun.
if Says came, but like unfortunately, it doesn't work. It would be so much fun, and like I was talking to my dad during lunch, and he's like, it would be nice to have like he knows that I'm on his side, and like there's no ill will, but he wish he has like someone else there that's kind of like in his ballpark, has like a bit of back, because mom has like my grandma and like Goofin, and like
Yeah.
has some people on her side, like in the grand scheme of things.
There were sides, yes. That's the
If
side.
there
Yeah.
were sides, yeah. I'll be his exactly. Like we're
Well,
gonna
Jordan
probably
could be on his side.
yeah, Jordan's on the side. Like
Not Jordan.
we're probably gonna eat breakfast together, probably gonna eat lunch together. Like I'm not picking and choosing. You guys got it. This is what you signed up for when you split up with 2 adult daughters or any
Yeah.
age child. You knew
Seriously.
eventually you're gonna have to be civil like this. You knew that this was gonna happen.
Just don't touch my damn bacon. I agree. Mine separated when I was 18, but they didn't actually separate.
Yeah,
But
you
I
tried
did-
explaining this to me.
I did watch they never got divorced,
Yeah,
but they lived in separate homes. But they
but they're still friendly together.
worked together.
Yeah.
They weren't friendly. They were not friendly for a little while,
Yeah.
but they were.
Yeah.
And then they became friendly anyways. But they never lived with each other anymore after that. They had to be in completely separate homes to be a good couple. Anyways.
Like I don't know. I'm so curious how everyone's gonna interact with each other. That's what I'm so curious about. I'm nervous because I know that we're all gonna be civil adults, or we
Yeah.
better be, or else the hammer of Chelsea's gonna be coming down, and I'll be like, you guys can either grow the fuck up or piss off. Like seriously,
And you should
like,
say that.
this is not the time or place for this. Oh, it's all gonna be good. Yes, your brother will ease the tension.
Oh, your brother's gonna be there. That's awesome.
Depends. Did you get a hold of him? Because once again, he's not answering his phone, which is a very normal, call. Like I'm calling thing to not answer his phone because he's very, I don't know. He just doesn't feel the need to answer his phone.
And you forgot to call too, hey? Oh.
Well, Jordan tried to call him the other night, and
Just kidding, I'm joking.
his phone was off.
Oh.
Like he disassociates
I don't
from like
ever
the world, which is
Kind of get it.
Yeah,
I
but, like,
respect it, but at the same time, I'm like,
I know,
Bruh.
right? Dude.
Bruh. Like, I want to
Exactly.
disassociate too, but I can't.
So everyone that's coming is Jordan's sister, her husband, his niece, and the niece's boyfriend. But they're not staying at the actual
Cool.
place. They're not staying at the actual like resort. They're staying somewhere else. Which I'm still predicting that they're gonna miss the actual like wedding itself. And here's my reason why. Our wedding is gonna be around 5 o'clock. It's in the
PM.
evening. Yeah, PM.
Okay,
Not
that's
AM. Holy
beautiful.
shit, not AM. That'd
I
be terrible.
assumed, but I don't know.
So then like we can get some of like the sun like the sunset a little bit.
Yeah,
And then
sure.
but it's at 5 o'clock. That's a long day of them drinking in Mexico. And these people, they drink to get drunk. That's the end goal. Like, and I'm like, they're not gonna make it to the wedding.
They'll make it. Because 5 o'clock is drinking hour.
Dude, all day for them is drinking hour.
Well,
Like, all day is drinking hour for them.
fair. They'll make it. Okay, so that's Jordan's side?
That's Jordan's side.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
And then obviously your side.
I got my grandma, my mom, Goofin, and my dad. And that's it. Yeah, because
Sister.
my sister can't come because she's in China. And it costs
Figured as
like
much.
$10,000 to fly out from China.
Oh my God.
And if she leaves, she cannot go back. So that's not happening.
Oh my God. How restrictive. That's intense.
China's a
Does she
garbage.
plan on living there forever?
Nah, she's decided that she's gonna save up like $40,000 and then come back home. Which like for her job is pretty easy because like they get a shit ton of like bonuses and shit. So, but still,
True.
like there's a whole story of why she doesn't have that now after she's been there for 8 years or so.
8 years.
Something like that. 8 or 7
Oh
years
my
she's
gosh.
been like she's been over there. I think so, yeah.
That's legit.
But yeah, so she's
I
planning
just
on
love
saving
home.
up a certain amount of money, and then she's gonna come back home, which will probably be Vancouver or Toronto. Probably not Saskatoon because her job field is not in Saskatoon.
I
At
hope
all.
she moves to Vancouver. You guys get along, right?
I do too, but I'm thinking of the fucking apartment prices here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure she also has pretty bad credit, so I don't know how she'll get a place here.
Oh. I mean, don't you have an
Because
in?
there's a lot of Asian people in Toronto. Like she'll have a
I've
job
been to
there.
I've been to Toronto
Yeah.
only as a nanny, and I have to say, I loved my experience there. I was tripped out because it was the first time I ever experienced yard waste bags that were paper bags that were like literally 4 feet tall. And like normally we use like plastic bags here, and I'm like, why the fuck aren't we using paper bags?
Because paper bags suck.
Yeah, but they're
Did you hear
they compost better.
Did you hear that we banned single-use plastic here?
So have we, but then COVID
Well-
happened and no one.
No, but like it's legit
Does
banned now.
anything
You
now.
can't buy plastic forks, you can't buy plastic knives, you can't buy plastic
Wow.
that shit. But yet all of the food in the market is still covered in fucking single-use plastic. But yet we can't have fucking straws?
That's
you shitting me?
crazy.
Like a packet of beef is still covered in plastic.
Yo, I'm about
Single-
to be
single-
sending you guys some straws. I gotta write a list.
Like we can't all of our paper forks now is all bamboo paper forks. What am I gonna do with that? Nothing.
So they still.
Yeah.
I'm just shooketh by this.
Fast food drinks still have plastic fucking
Because
couplets.
they tried, and California is very like that flow. Okay.
But it's dumb.
For
If you're
some-
gonna ban it all.
In at least in my area, they were on that flow. Now they just charge you 10 cents for a plastic bag.
They used to charge us 10 cents for a plastic bag, and now you can't get plastic bags now. But a lot of people are making the point plastic bags are not single use. They
No,
are
you can
fucking
keep reusing them.
You can keep reusing them, first of all. People who have pets use them for, like, the poop, like putting the poop, like, in there. For dogs, too, like, when they crap on the lawns, they use plastic bags, like some people, because they don't want to buy special, expensive plastic bags for their dog poop.
Oof. God. Ugh. The poop bags, man.
Like, it's ridiculous.
That shit drives me crazy. People leave that shit like just on the side of the road too.
What, the poop bags?
Yes. Yes. Are you farting?
Shut the fuck up.
I am sorry, but that
How
is so something
dare
I would have
you.
called my mom out on, because my mom, no offense, but
I
she'd be
muted
like,
myself. You're welcome.
yeah, but it was this. It was this. It was the butt cheek lift, Shelly.
You're so rude.
Shelly.
You're
it was
rude.
I am sorry to call you out
You're
on
not.
that, but like,
You're not sorry at all.
I'm also not sorry because, man, I gotta tell you how good that felt to call someone out on their butt cheek lift. I haven't been able to do that
You know
for a
what?
while.
Fine. I'm just gonna fart on the podcast now. I'm trying to be
silence that
civilized.
shit anytime. Do you realize
No.
how many times I've done that on stream and no one's ever called me out?
I knew about it, but I didn't
I'm
call
so
shit
sorry.
out.
I can't help it.
Nah.
I didn't know that was what happened. I'm sorry.
What do you think happened?
I'm sorry. I literally was like kind of just organically just with you there. I kind
Speaking of farting, I gotta confess now because you brought up me farting.
Okay,
remember
yes,
the
please
other day
confess.
on stream when I was doing my exercises, right?
Yeah.
And I was
Did you
doing
fart?
I was doing that leg lift one that was murdering me.
Oh god.
I was
leg lift's
I was
rough.
this close to farting when I was doing that.
You
I,
held it in the whole
I'm just
time?
like,
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you, dude. I would let that shit
because
out,
that
dude.
mic is right there. But I was holding it in, but now it's all out there. I'll just become I'm Jordan here and just fart out in the open.
I mean, you know, I feel like we're kind of sit on the same couch once in a while. It's something I would always heard, like, you know, you're in a relationship, you don't want to break in a new couch, man. You can fart in that shit, lay in it, you know, like, we're friends here. It's an organic relationship.
Okay.
Like, I've known you for a long time, man. I'll let you know anytime I fart. In fact, I have, but it wasn't like organic like this
so,
in this
because
moment.
if you didn't fart,
There
at
was
all
just
during the
something
podcast-
about your movement there, and I know I bring her up a lot, god damn it, but I'm
fine.
sorry, it's still fresh.
Bring up
It
all
just
you want.
reminded me of my fucking mother, because we'd be in the car together. She'd be driving. And she'd be like,
You gotta let it out.
but she'd release it at me. Thank you. She's like, you know, or we'd be in the grocery store, and that chick would be walking down the aisle. We'd be the only ones down there, and she'd be like, she goes, "Oh, Jerica, I got the worst gas right now," and I'd be like, "Mom," and we'd just die laughing, dude. We would die laughing. Oh man, oh so good. So like, you just reminded me of that, and I just am sorry I called you out, but it was an organic thing for me to do because I know that movement. I know it. I know that body language. I grew up with it.
I got to switch it up now. Figure out a way to sneakily fart.
Shift. We've all done it. Exactly.
You gotta
don't
release
need to worry
it.
about it.
You gotta
Sorry,
release it.
I just caught you at that time. I won't call you out again. I promise.
That's
That was
okay.
the first and only. I won't do it again.
That makes a good clip. Like, I clipped it.
You did good, because I was feeling a little bad. Like, I didn't mean to make her feel bad, but
I
she did
clipped it
fart,
to
and I saw that, even though
savor
she
the
muted
moment. I savored it.
Hey, I will purposely, next time I feel like I have to fart, I will make sure that the microphone is at my butt. Okay?
But then you gotta, like, talking to it, like, it's right
No,
there.
well, I mean, it won't be, like, right there. I'm not getting pink eye, all right? But I'm going to do it enough so that way it smells. No, I won't do only on a Wednesday. Only on a Wednesday, Goof. Don't worry. This is a podcast thing.
Well,
I won't do
farts
that.
anyways.
Anything that happens Mondays and Fridays,
Fair game.
that's just like whatever, you know, that should happen. I just realized Smokey is like Shut the fuck up and put me. Look at him right there. He's
He's
just
like,
chilling. Like,
lady, I'm trying
shut
to
up.
sleep. You guys are blaring the lights at me.
Anyways,
Uh,
you're distracted by him. But so, the wedding. I'm so excited. I
it's
wish I
good.
could go, but I'm excited to hear more about it. I guess is what I'm more
Yeah,
excited to hear about your parents and.
like it would be great if you come, but I
God, I wish I
totally
could have
get the
been there.
situation. Like no one knew, no one could have predicted what was gonna happen. Like
If I could have, it would have made things a little easier, I guess.
like planning ahead maybe, but like
Uh,
exactly,
uh,
like it
death is
happens.
unpredictable. Let's just
Yeah,
all note that.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I've had to take on a lot that I wasn't expecting to take on. This at this point in my life, let me put it that way.
Yeah,
I thought I had at least,
a few more years.
5, 10 years at least, because I knew my
Yeah,
parents aren't that healthy, but like not now. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Like
So, but
now you're a
it's
business
fine.
lady.
There's a lot going from like kind of being a stay-at-home mom with a part-time job to suddenly being a business owner and bringing my kids to work with me and juggling like literally house duties and Kona very much is involved in all of that too, but he's got a job too.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's also helping me with the business and it's just like a lot of like we're trying to balance it all and we're doing okay, but it's a lot for us for what we were comfortable with having prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but financially, this is a better fit for us. We're making a lot more money than we were making before. Not like we're rich and famous by any means. It's not like
But
that.
like a little extra
Or
money's
like,
nice.
okay, like we can make sure by running this business that our bills will always be paid. Because there were points in time in the past couple of years where we were struggling,
Mm-hmm.
and I would never have openly wanted to admit that, but like scary struggling, But
Mm-hmm.
we were on the up and up prior to mom passing anyways because that's just how the life works with summer up here and we had a good plan for the winter and then she passed away at the end of September because you have to kind of plan for that starting it by August at least. What are
Mm-hmm.
you doing for fall into winter? That's kind of how you work around here unless you have a job that's remote that you got from the Bay Area in, San Francisco, whatever, and then you transfer up here to live remote and work all, on Zoom and
Yeah.
stuff, which we don't have those jobs. We are part of the service community for those types of people, unfortunately, in a way, but also fortunately because there is good money in that. And if you run your own business properly with that, you can flourish. So I already think I'm doing okay. So that brings me real quick. I've talked about a client that I basically was like having an issue with because
Mm-hmm.
they were being a little bitchy about the weight, the price, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Him and my mom had a set price, which I didn't know about, and I should have gone over with him prior, but I didn't think about it. I just billed him as properly, and he paid me happily. And then when I gave him this next bill for the next month with a little bit, I think there was like one extra clean or something, he freaked out. And basically, I gave him an ultimatum, and expressed that I had another client that was very similar that I charged the same amount for. And I do a lot less work for that house. Like I don't have to make beds or do laundry or set out towels all pretty or, do
Mm.
anything like kind of nice and fancy for guests. They expect their guests to come bring their own sheets. That's what this house is about. But
Wow,
I charge,
really?
yeah, yeah.
That's
And they pay
nice.
me more than this other house that they're bitching about the pay going up. And I have to do all of their laundry. I have at least 4 beds to make.
Oof.
I have, see, one, two, 3 sets of full sets of towels. So 2 body towels, 2 hand towels, 2 wash towels. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that takes a long fucking time to dry in a dryer.
I bet.
Okay. Towels take a long time to dry in a dryer.
Yeah.
You're paying for my time, which is my service, Anyways, so I told him basically like, if you don't agree with pay raise that I'm offering because of what I'm telling you, what is consistent with other rent like clients that I have, then we're gonna have to go separate ways.
Wow.
That's it, right? I left it there. 6 days later,
You had to think about it a little bit.
2 a.m. in the morning.
What?
Jerica, hold on. Let me get this properly.
Yes.
Let me
Quote it for
vocalize
us.
this. Let's quote this.
Let's quote this. Let's get the
Because-
whole story.
Because your girl was shook a little bit
I can't wait.
in a good way. So I end the message. I understand if this rate adjustment does not fit your budget and understand if we have to go separate ways. Sincerely, Jerica. Quite professional for an ending
Yeah.
flow. 2:06 a.m. Jerica. Not certain if there was a miscommunication, but just arrived at my cabin extremely surprised. The place wasn't cleaned since the last guest 6 days ago. Let us know if all is okay. Steven. Sorry. I didn't clean on purpose because A, you haven't paid me yet for the month prior, and B, you never responded to my email or text message about the rates to figure out what was going to work for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, I might be new to
Okay.
running a business, but I'm not stupid and I have a pretty good grasp of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't feel too dumb, right? So I go, I apologize. You never responded to my last message or email regarding payment per clean, and I haven't been paid for December. So I took that as you did not want my services anymore. If that's not the case, I apologize for the miscommunication. Jerica, thank you for your follow-up. And yes, definitely a communication error. However, I was thinking, since we have not changed the fee for our guests, then I was hoping you would give us some time to change the fee with the new guests starting to February 1st. And we'll send December fee. Thank you. So I'm thinking I lost a client, which I was kind of okay with,
Yeah.
right? Because he threw a fit. And then didn't talk to me. And then it was like, I'm so surprised. Oh, I'm shooketh. I'm shooketh.
I can't believe you didn't clean
It's
for
my
me.
cabin has not been properly prepped up for me and my lady and my children. Sorry, that's just how I felt because he
Yeah.
was just like, oh, I'm so surprised. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, bruh, you haven't paid me. You haven't agreed to anything. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? You think I'm just going to fucking kiss your feet?
Nah, screw that.
The moment you said your mother understood the agreement, you done wrong.
Yeah. No.
I ain't my mother.
No.
And I watched my mom get burned by a lot of people because she just wanted to make quick cash or quick money because she was trying to provide for her family or whatever. No, I can provide for my family properly and with an intelligent path. I don't need condescending, groveling back in his passive aggressive way type scenarios. Thank you, Goofin.
Yeah.
So that's the conclusion as of now. I don't know. I have to double check with Kona because I don't use Zelle.
What
But
is
Kona
that?
does. So it's one of those payment, like kind of Venmo or PayPal,
Okay. Okay.
something like that. But it's called Zelle, Zelle.
Must be American.
And yeah, he uses that. But only Kona uses that. So I have him send the payment. So I ask Kona like almost every day. Has he paid you? Has he paid you?
Because
I'm
you're
not
gonna
gonna go clean that shit
until he
until I get
pays.
paid.
Yeah. That's
My
only
brother
fair.
died laughing when he heard this shit because I think he was impressed. I think it
Good.
was like because a lot of my family didn't think I'd step up as much as I have because my mom painted me in a picture of ruining everything and just being
That's
shitty
terrible.
apparently. And like I've just been slaughtering shit left and right in a good way, a good slaughter. Now, because the slaughter is a terrible word to use, but we're very metal in our house, so please don't
Yeah.
take that in a
Nah.
negative way. But like it's
You guys
and
been
it,
doing
and we
great.
just we tackle stuff. We have been doing really well, and like it's my dad has been speechless a lot. My brother's been kind of like, and I've been holding them both accountable for their actions, unlike my mom would,
Yeah.
because they both have been relying on me. So I'm like, I don't know, figure it out. It's your shit. I got 2 kids to feed, bitch. What you got?
Exactly. Like, you got, like, little people to think about.
I have tiny humans. I took over my mom's animals, her house, all of her belongings, her business. Like,
You got it all.
I switched grocery stores so I didn't have to take over that literal drama. I'm not even
I
joking.
love that.
Anyways, yeah. I don't know why that just went there, but snow, life. Sorry,
Snow
I
life.
don't even know.
Snowballing.
Suddenly, I'm looking at like a picture of my Twitter job on Twitter of my job today, and I'm like, why did I end up talking about that just now?
I don't know. It just kind of happened.
We're gonna find out later.
Later, we're
Something
gonna, like,
triggered
once I, like,
something
eventually,
triggered that
like,
topic.
edit it, I'm gonna be like, that's how we got to there.
There it is.
There it is. There's the
Send
turning
me
point.
that clip. You're like, this is what changed that topic.
Because I really don't know anymore.
And then you went like this, and then you.
Like, I don't even know what we were talking about before. The wedding and then farting.
Well, we were talking about the wedding, and I called you out on your fart, and I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It's all good.
That's why I started talking about my mom. I think is because of
Yeah.
the fart, the butt cheek lift, dude. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We are a very call out family. Kona has called me out on that because I've
Everyone
kind of
farts.
trained him to call me out. But we are a type of family that like you do something funny or you make a weird look or whatever. We're gonna be like, we're very observatory. Like if that
in
makes
real
sense. We
life,
pay attention.
I will fess up to a fart any day, and I'll pre-warn Jordan too, because they're normally like rank ass farts. Okay, so
Straight up.
they're normally silent, so they sneak up on ya. So I'm like, hey Jordan, I just farted, but like I'm a by the way. So he's all like, "Ugh," like that. So then I gotta fess up, and like
He gets ready.
I will always admit a fart. So he'll sit there and be like, "Did you fart?" And then I say, "Did I tell you I farted?" No, which means I didn't.
I'm going to always tell you I farted.
Yeah, like sometimes, most of the time, they're rancid, disgusting, death, like something crawled up my butt and died farts. But yeah, I will always fess up to a fart if you call me out and I actually did fart. But I will warn him if I fart because he's right
Oh
next
wow,
to
Jordan, get it. Staunch.
me.
Stench. So I know I've talked a lot tonight, but getting Ella in her car seat this morning, I had like silent farted just like you described just then.
Yeah.
And I didn't really admit it to anybody because I didn't think it was going to be that smelly. And I started smelling what I thought was Ella having shat in her diaper.
Blame
And at that point,
and it was you.
And at that point, she was locked into her thing. So I was like, fuck it. You're just going to have to ride with the poop in there until we get to the school. Because that's just how we're at. That's our flow right now. I can't stop and change you right now. Like, Dad's going to be late for work. Like,
Yeah.
we have to go. I go to check her diaper. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. It was me.
Wow.
It was me.
And she just sit there like, I did it, Mom. I didn't shit myself.
She didn't admit anything because I didn't really openly really blame her too hard.
Oh.
You know, it was more like there was a couple moments where I was like, "Damn, we gotta change your poo poo, Ella." Like, ew, stinky, and she just kind of agreed with me. Like,
maybe she
because
thought
she
she
probably
pooped herself.
smelled my poop or my fart, not my poop, my fart.
And then it's like, maybe I shit myself. I don't know.
She's like, maybe I did. I'm wearing a diaper. Like, it is kind of wet, you know. Like, I feel like she. So, John, this whole time, he's like, Ella didn't poop. She
Really?
didn't poop, mommy.
He
Oh,
said that.
the whole time, right? So I tell him, oh, Ella didn't poop. He's like, I was right, mommy. I told you she didn't.
Well, he was right.
But copy that be told to you by a 4-year-old is just like,
That's so good.
you're just like, touche, child, touche.
You win today.
You win.
You win. You get the prize. You knew.
It's like, so matter of fact, like, I told you she didn't poop. Like, and then I kind of laughed because I'm like, yeah, I know, because it was me.
Did you ever fess up that it was your fart? No, that's even better.
This is the first time I fessed up. Actually, it was on stream. And the whole family smelled that part.
So good. Oh, that's so good.
That's when you realize you. Oh man, yeah. That's John is definitely a pure blend of me and Kona. Woo. Oh man. If I ever saw a human that was me and Kona, it's John. Like Ella, not yet, because
Yeah,
she's
she's
still pretty
growing
young and
into
she's
it.
morphing. Like, whew, that boy. I got him into Fall Guys though.
I saw that you got your first win.
Yes, by the way.
For your first
By
crown.
the way, yes.
I still haven't gotten a crown, but that's okay.
You never got a crown, really?
Dude, nah, I suck
I totally expected you have.
Nah.
Because you're just a champion of that game. Like, I've always been, but I'm getting better. We should play. We should play soon.
We should.
We also need to play. We also need to watch. We need to set it. Maybe not. Maybe. I have to figure out what night, Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna have dinner with my dad. But the opposite. Let's do Paranormal Activity.
In Discord,
And then talk about it on Wednesday.
Where did we say it was? Prime?
Wait, we said I think it's Prime.
I think it's on Prime.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Paranormal Activity.
Was there a thought that I missed?
Nah, I
I
think
feel like I was on
trying to figure out.
I feel like I was on a path.
Yeah, you were trying to figure out when to watch Paranormal, but you didn't
yeah.
vocalize a lot of it.
Well, I just saw the goof and said finish the thought. And I was like, I don't know if I finished that thought. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either. Like, I'm like not
Sorry.
like on the ball today. I feel like not on the ball at all.
We have completely like normally you're much more chatty on stream.
I'm like,
on podcasts.
I don't know why. I think I'm just tired from exercising every day.
Well, yeah, every day, and you know you have to do it in about half an hour. And
I
you're like-
know.
You're literally sitting here going, "Fuck this shit." And I give you props because
31
it's
days
really-
is a long day.
it
It's a
is a
long month.
long. How long have you gone into? Wait, you're 31 days. You're
We're
11.
We're on day
right?
11 today, so I've done it for 10 days
Oh.
in a row.
You're
and my
great. You're doing
exercises
great.
Range from 15 minutes to like 25 minutes, depending on, first of all, how
you're
late I
feeling
get
that
to exercise, because like it's like 9. I have to shower after. I want to go to bed. Like, you know how like some people goofing, for instance, is like, oh, you just get this like burst of energy after you work out, and I'm like, no. I do not. I want to curl up, take a shower, and then basically like do nothing. I do not get that burst of energy at all. I feel extremely tired afterwards.
You're like, no.
No. Like, if I had to go out and do things, I would, but like, ugh. Like yesterday I pushed it, and yesterday I did 25 minutes, and I burnt 152 calories, and total distance run 1.38 kilometers, which like isn't that much, but yeah,
Not bad.
Trying to do like at least 30 minutes of like playing the game and exercising, because like there's a whole lot of like there's cutscenes and there's characters talking, and I'm like, oh,
Just like peaceful times, like calm times. Yeah.
yeah. So been trying to push it, and then yeah, so and hopefully I'll get the call about my dress in the next few days, or else I'm calling them.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be like right around now, right?
Well, they said in January, which we're here, and
Yeah.
like I gotta go try it on, see if I need to switch anything, or like not switch, but like adjust anything, which I'm hoping
Oh,
I
I want a
don't.
picture.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get pictures. Oh
I
yeah.
want all of them.
I'm gonna
Oh,
like after I'm the wedding, I'll like do a podcast like in the dress.
really?
Sure, why not?
Oh my God, I'd love to do that. I'll dress up fancy.
Yes, let's have a
Oh my
fancy
God, I would love to do
wedding
that. Are you
podcast.
serious?
You should wear your dress that like you
I
wore,
will.
and then I'll
Oh my God, I
wear my
want to
dress.
cry. I want to cry. That makes me feel like I get to be a part of
Well,
it.
yeah, we should do that totally. That'll be so much fun.
Oh,
Because not gonna lie,
thank
even
you.
though like I haven't like tried it on proper size yet, I'm obsessed with my
I'm
dress.
crying.
Don't cry.
Sorry.
Don't cry. It's
That
all
makes me-
good.
thank you. That
I
makes me
just
feel like I can still be a part of it because I'm really sad I don't get to be
I
there.
know. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
don't you don't have to apologize. My
I
mom
know, but
fucking
like
died, dude.
that's
It's
the thing
like
I do.
what it
I
is.
have to
I
apologize.
know,
I'm
I know.
Canadian.
I tell Kona that too all the time because he'll say sorry about everything and he's not Canadian. And I'm like, you stop. But you're right. It's a Canadian thing
We
too.
gotta apologize for
Thank
everything, even
you.
though it's not our fault.
I know. I even do it myself. But I'm like, don't do it, other people. Monkey see, monkey not monkey do.
Exactly.
Okay?
Uh but yeah,
Anyways.
we're totally doing that. Like after when we're doing a dress up. I don't know what the topic should be. We should try and like come up with a topic for that one, but we should like have a dress up one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down. I would love anytime we want to like do some kind of especially for your wedding though, I'd love to. Um Oh, thanks, Jordan. There wouldn't have been any other excuse. We were literally ready.
Yeah,
We
like
told
you said, you had
we
it all.
told you we were ready, and then
Like you were gonna pay like that week or something
we
like
were
that.
ready. She died on I think on a Wednesday, and we Kona got paid on a Friday, and portion of his check was going right into our savings for that, and she died, and my dad needed help, and my brother needed help, and her house.
Yeah, everything just
Anyways,
imploded.
there was a lot, and then suddenly my brother's like, we need to get a GoFundMe, and then anyway, that paid for a lot of like the memorial, and now I'm just running her business, trying to make ends meet. So it's
Oh,
I
the
just
GoFundMe.
appreciate your guys's thank you. Yes, I love you
Yeah.
guys, and I really wanted to be there. I
We
really
know. Like you would have been
anyways.
there if like your world didn't explode, but like it happens, shit happens, and not that shit happens.
If I had
but,
paid
like,
for the trip, I would have forced myself to make it work, even though
but
it
that's
would
still
have
not
been
good.
intense.
That'd been
I
so
would
stressful.
I would have, but that's just who I am. That's just I would have, and unfortunately, my mom laid that flow on me. Like that's just who she was, and that's what I was raised seeing. So like, I'm trying to become my own motherfucking person, which I've been, but I'm also like struggling sometimes to break that shield. Like May, and turning red in a way. Like that's kind of.
Yeah.
I just want to keep my motherfucking panda. Damn it.
Yeah, keep the panda.
So,
Keep it.
anyways, I'm in that zone.
Yeah.
It's still, even though she's dead, it's still like this crazy, just trauma of it all. It's just, I
Yeah.
don't know. You guys have heard me talk about her when she was alive, so you know,
Yeah, like even
we
before
know.
like
So,
yeah. We've like heard
anyways,
stories.
God, I've brought her up so many times tonight.
That's
Apparently,
okay.
hi mom. The fuck?
Bring her up as much as you want. It's all good.
Yeah, it's just
All good.
annoying. It's annoying.
It's
She's
fine.
annoying. I was talking to the guy shoveling that property, and I go, yeah, my mom was Jess, blah blah blah, right? Because I'm not gonna spill my
Yeah.
last name right now. He goes, oh, yeah, I heard about your mom, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Great.
was it good?
That was the beginning.
You know? And he's like, she really had her thumb on this whole like neighborhood, huh? And I'm like, oh god, yeah. I'm not quite like that. I mean, I have a good understanding of everything, but and then I was like, she was a real shithead. But she'd take her shirt off her back for anybody if she needed to. She
Yeah.
helped the wrong people often,
Mm.
you know? Sometimes she helped the right people and they flourished and they did exactly what she hoped they intended to do. A lot of times she just got taken advantage of. So, anyways, God, yeah, so wedding vibes. I am so down. I'm so down for that
Hell yeah,
podcast.
that's gonna be fun.
Are you gonna bring a laptop?
No.
Are you doing it
Like
through your phone?
where?
Well, for the podcast. Are you doing it at the wedding? Wait, are you doing it? Is this Mexico or is this
No, no,
another
no.
time
This is
we're fancying
after.
out?
This is
Oh,
after.
after.
Because like there's
Oh,
like
I'm
shitty
so
like
down. Yes.
internet there, or else I totally would do like a
I was
podcast there.
confused at
That would be
first.
so
Okay.
fucking cool.
Either way, let's celebrate after. I'm so down.
Like
That makes
that would have
me
been super
still
cool, but they have like the shittiest like I'm
totally get.
internet there. Not gonna lie,
I
it's
get it.
absolute
I get it
garbage.
completely. Totally.
But that would be so
I don't
cool.
expect it to be fantastic, so that makes
Nah.
sense.
But like, but definitely afterwards. Afterwards, we're gonna do our dress up podcast.
You thought about live streaming, Jordan? I was kind of curious. I didn't want to like ask you guys because it's kind of personal thing.
Yeah, we totally would have, but the Wi-Fi sucks ass.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sucks ass because like they don't really. I'm assuming this is how they work. They don't really want to have amazing like on the Wi-Fi because they want you to enjoy
Do other
beach life
things.
and vacation. So they probably purposely keep their internet shitty, which like I understand.
I could kind of see that. Is there better internet in Mexico in general? Like I've never really been to Mexico, so I don't know. Like
I don't know. Well, Goofin, just as a heads up, you're charged with the photo taker because you're the only one going that's like probably decent at taking pictures. Because the one bitch that I was gonna give that task to, we are no longer friends. So,
oh
because she was like the best, I knew that she could take really great photos.
yeah,
And then I was
sure.
gonna ask her to go, and then all of a sudden she like fucking ditched me like on last year, and I'm like, well, there goes the photographer. Like even though she didn't know that was her role. Yeah,
She would have been
she would have fucking been,
bitch.
bitch, fucking piece of shit.
Fucking sorry ass hoe. Sorry.
You're gonna regret this. You're gonna miss everything.
Seriously.
Oh, I'm not
She's
bummed.
missing a lot already, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
piece of shit. Like, I don't mean to call her
Yes, Goofin.
like call her a piece of shit, but like what she
hey,
did.
I called my mom an asshole after she's died, so you're
she's
fine
done
here.
shit stuff.
Open book here.
Look around the ceremony, taking pictures. Yeah, if that's cool
No,
with you. Or
it's,
like you could be sitting there taking pictures. That's fine too. Like you don't
That's
have
a
to go like
massive-
extreme photographer. No,
Oh, come
falling off the
on,
tantrum
Goofin.
is
I
insane.
expect a tantrum in the sand. Throw that shit. Because I
Because-
honestly can't picture you throwing yourself in the sand, period. But maybe I'll wear a pair of shorts.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, Nana.
Okay, you guys.
Because we would get like you could like hire them there, but like they're like freaking like $2,500.
That's fair, Goof. Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lot. I was expecting like 700 maybe, but like
Like maybe a grand at
Maybe
the
a
most. At
Yeah.
the most. Wow.
you could wear like khakis or dress pants. Cheapest was $950 US. Ugh, yeah, like that's so expensive. Here it's under my. It's expensive though. Like, nah.
That's expensive. I was grateful for my wedding to have a family friend who happened to be a photographer and asked her if she'd help us with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we sent her a thank you, basically, like a proper thank you of taking pictures. They were good,
Yeah, they were,
but they
good.
weren't like, but then again, I don't know.
Like they're not.
They
top
weren't
tier.
like the most professional photographs, but they were good.
Yeah,
They were good for what was presented.
yeah. I'm still trying to get Jordan to so then we can have do like a photo shoot here somewhere and hire like a photographer here.
That would be really cool.
But he's like, "What's the point? Why?" And I'm like, "Just because."
Because
I want
Charlie
nice
wants
pictures
it.
of us and my dress
Jordan.
and whatever you're gonna wear.
Jordan, do it. Jordan, do it. Jordan, do it.
Oh, he doesn't have
Do it.
his headset on. He's smoking.
I don't care.
Please sing. Do it.
Ah!
Do what?
Do it. Photo
Ah!
shoot here. Somewhere. Of our wedding stuff.
Still costs like
I am upset right now.
$900,000.
So,
Give Chad what she wants.
Still gonna cost a lot.
but we could like save up for it and do it like a little bit
The
later.
whole point
Yes.
the beach, the sun.
What is he saying?
There's beaches here.
Shut up.
He's like,
Get a
there's.
green screen. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to do that, but you could get a green screen photographer situation. We can do it. Yeah, you could do a mini shoot. I mean, that's what I did. With my wedding, it was kind of rushed. We went and did the ceremony real quick, and then we had a bunch of photographs after.
Yeah, that's
And it was really nice.
like we could do that. Like, I just want a couple pictures of like the wedding
Oh,
itself.
it'll be perfect. You'll get it.
I really don't care if people like film it. Like, I'm not gonna watch that again.
Goof, get photos.
Like,
Goof knows.
at least get photos.
She's hearing you.
But like, don't
She hears you.
don't record the whole fucking thing because no one's watching that. I'm not watching that. Well, you might watch that, but
I
like,
would love to.
okay, then I'll task that to somebody else. I'll.
Yo,
Who do I trust?
do y'all have like an extra a phone of some sort?
We could bring
Or like a camera?
a tripod, and then
Yeah.
put our phones on it. Yeah, we can do that.
Like I kind of did with my mom's memorial. Like, you don't have to hear it. It's more like just let me pretend I'm there.
Okay, okay. Somebody can film it, and somebody needs to.
If you guys
take
want, I feel like that's also pressuring
no.
a lot for you guys.
No.
It's your day.
Like, I
And
just
I
didn't
can't make
think
it
about it, but
because of
like
my shit. Jordan brought it up with the
Understood.
live stream. It's his fault. It's his fault. He
Yeah,
brought it up.
just I'm
He
thinking
brought it up
because
in
like I'm
chat.
Goofin's like the only one I trust take like proper photos because
would
like
trust Goof,
my
too.
dad can barely use a phone to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
impressed
about
he's
my
on Twitch
mom's-
once in a while. I'm impressed he's on Twitch. Like my dad wouldn't do that.
So am I.
So that's-
I'm
that's
surprised
huge.
he can chat. on Twitch.
Yeah, he does well too. Honestly. I mean, really. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Oh, that
we'll
would be
figure out
great.
something. I might get like a. We could get a thing that the phone can go on, and it's a little tripod, and it can be on the chair, like on an empty chair, and it can have like a Khalees's face taped to the chair. And be like, this is
Oh
our
my God,
friend,
will you
Khalees.
do that?
Khalees the chair.
Will he do that?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get like an
Dude.
empty chair.
Oh my God, I would die if it was a
Cry.
not the crying face, but my face. No, I'm just kidding. It should be me smiling. I should be happy for you guys.
Oh, I'm doing this now. I'm doing this. I'm gonna print off a picture of
Oh
like
my
your face
God, my
and put
face
it on the
is-
chair, and then the tripod just gonna be like on top, so it's your view.
Oh my God, I'd love to see that. But it's your day, so don't feel like you have to.
Oh no,
don't feel like you have to.
I'm doing it now. I'm on a mission. I'm doing this. I'm
I have
gonna
a
print
mini
out a
tripod from
picture
work. Look
and
at
cut
Griffin.
cut it out and tape you to the chair.
That makes me feel so included. You have no idea how much I fucking hate that I'm missing this.
I
Like,
know.
So that makes me feel like I'm gonna be there in a way, honestly. I can like really manifest. I'm there. Oh,
You're there
now
on
I'm
the
curious
beach.
what picture you're gonna take.
Oh, I'm
You
gonna
can
find
pick any
something
picture you want, considering I just called you out
for farting.
earlier.
Yeah.
You don't have to. We don't have to go further. I called you out earlier. You pick whatever motherfucking picture you want to look
I'm
at.
gonna take some
You know what?
screenshots now. I'm gonna go through all of the podcast. It's gonna happen now, and,
my God.
and like I'm Jordan has no clue because he's outside
Oh my
smoking.
God, that's even better.
Oh, so funny.
Aw,
Video.
goof.
Yeah, like we'll give some like the tripod. I think I'm gonna do the tripod and just record it, and then
And
Goofy
then
can take
for your
photos.
own memories too, it's honestly going to be really cool for you to look back at like 5-10 years later. I don't have any video of my wedding, but I do have I have clips of my wedding that I found on my mom's phone
Oh,
because I
nice.
couldn't record it. So like I think that would be cool. I'd actually be kind of not even just for me because I appreciate the set. I appreciate that. Like love being involved in that completely. For yourselves too. It'd be kind of nice to like
Mm-hmm.
look back at that moment,
Yeah. Well, like,
admire yourselves, and like
I think
just
it's gonna
I
be
don't
a
know.
pretty short wedding because Jordan and I aren't doing vows in front of everybody.
We didn't do vows
Because
either.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to
We
stutter
didn't do vows
in
either.
front of everyone, even though everyone's family. I still don't want to do it.
I stutter or not, we did not do vows either.
Yeah.
We did not. We just.
You know what?
In
We
fact,
love each other. It's good enough.
Kona picked the our what do they call? Not she wasn't religious, so
Officiant or whatever.
officiant. Yes. We had her read a Lord of the Rings line. I can't remember exactly what it
Nice.
was right now,
Gosh.
and a Walt Whitman poem that I really liked. Um, and then she said her own thing, and that
Yeah.
was it. And
Like,
we
I don't know
kissed,
how
and
long it is
so
because
it's
online
quick.
in the package it says that it's like an a- hour long, but hopefully we can like get that down because that's
You're like,
long.
that's too long.
20 minutes.
20 minutes max. Like, come on. It doesn't need to be a big story. Like, you don't know us. We're just here from Mexico.
And that's what me and Conan were like. We're like, we've been doing this shit for 10 years at this point. Like, we don't need to be telling each other how much we love each other. We got two
Nah.
babies. Like, we're here, really, we're doing this shit right
Yeah.
here. Even
Yeah,
if we
it's
didn't have
committed.
kids, we'd be like, we want this. We talked about it. We didn't want to do vows either.
No, I don't
And we were
wanna
like,
do that.
eh,
Yeah. No.
we know how
Don't
much
do
we
it.
like each other. Like,
Exactly.
I like you sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I like him a lot. But
good.
yeah, it's important to like I mean, but hey,
It
when you're with
is.
someone for a long period of time,
That person should be your best friend in the entire world.
I agree. Sometimes I feel like best friends can kind of rub off on you as like a sibling at a certain time too, in a way. Does that make sense?
I guess,
Where you
yeah.
get to know each other, not a sibling because that's the wrong
No.
term, but someone, even not just your partner, even just like a best friend. If you're with them like all the time, sometimes you kind of get that like,
Mhm.
I need maybe it's just because we've added kids to our realm, but like we need time apart once in a while.
Yeah.
Or what I said to him, I actually expressed maybe we just need a like date night.
Yeah.
you know,
Probably.
so.
Date
Like
nights
you
are
guys
always good.
you guys are precious in your relationship. You guys just have you know exactly what you want and need and expect out of each other in that flow.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today driving to go pick up my kid from school. I was thinking about you guys and I was like, man, I love my kids
Yeah.
a lot. And I'm grateful to have had the option of having children because
Yeah.
there's a lot of humans out there that want.
Yeah. And like, wasn't
Holy
it a
fuck.
maybe if not because of your car crash? Like, there
Yeah.
was a possibility of not having kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And busted out two of them, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
hey.
you rocked it.
But it's fucking hard
Yeah.
and it sucks sometimes and you don't have a lot of time to yourself. And I realized like I always selfishly loved my time to myself. Like I didn't realize how hard I loved that because I was a nanny and I was able to like disassociate myself with my life with the family's life
Mhm.
and was like, oh, I could be a parent, no problem. Way different because then you're raising tiny you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
and
oh,
and you have that
I
24/7.
suck. Like
24/7. There's no breaks from momhood.
Yeah, no.
Like,
So
there are
I-
breaks, but
I-
there's not breaks, you know?
Yeah, like I force them Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays primarily. Right? Those are my forced like. But then every now and then, especially in the wintertime, Kona has really he's a hobbyist. He likes to do a lot of hobbies, which is fine.
Mhm.
But he has really gotten into skiing this year, and so he's taken like a couple Saturday full days,
Oh, wow.
and I've had to like work not like too bad. It's like
No.
8:30 to like maybe 3, 4.
Just
It's
me,
like
like, I
a
can't
work day,
imagine
but
because I don't like skiing.
I don't mean either.
Ugh.
But you stop and you have food and you
Yeah.
drink beers and you go down the hill and you go up the chairlift, whatever. It's not my cup of tea. I'm
Yeah.
not down. Like I said, I'm a lodge mom. I'm up there with a fucking cocktail in my hand, watching you motherfuckers come down the hill. In fact, I just had a TikTok put up on that, watching a ski patroller coming down the hill. He was snowboarding with ski poles, which is very weird.
That's
You don't
weird.
normally use ski poles with snowboards, but and this guy's supposed to be saving people's lives. Okay. So I was like, anyways, so with that, I usually go, okay, I'm taking one of your nights
Yeah.
and I'm out.
Yeah.
So like like this last week, I dipped out on like Tuesday
Nice.
and I didn't stream. I didn't do anything, but I just like fucking sat in my bedroom and did my own motherfucking shit because I finally could.
Nice.
But I was like, what? Why don't you stream like, stream something like once in a while? I'm like, 'cause I stream 3 days a week and I just don't want to talk to anybody.
I feel that.
Like I talk to people all the time, whether they listen to me or not. I have to because they're 4 and 2.5, or they're their teachers or whoever the fuck else. I'm talking to people all the time. And I know you can relate to that.
Yeah.
There might be days where it's like a little less talking, but
Oh yeah.
man, I am okay with not talking sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, I've talked a lot. I've had to talk a lot about how I don't like to talk, and that's kind of ironic. Because I'm very internal a lot. I don't like to let this all out too often, But
Yeah.
tonight's the night. 1 1
Tonight's the
23.
night. Yeah. 1-on-1. Yeah.
And I get to have some crazy ass picture. Your family is gonna be like, "Oh, there's Khalees."
My family's
your dad's gonna be like, "I know that face."
I know, like, I know her. I know her. And then they're all going to be like, what is this? And then we'll be like, it's our friend, Khalees. She couldn't
Tell
come,
them the whole
so
story.
it's good enough.
Say your mom fucking died. Just like that.
Her mom just fucking died and ruined everything. Just kidding.
Everything. All of it. God, Mom. I've been talking to my dad about that. I'm like, the fuck? I don't want to take on all this shit. He's just like, I get it, kid. Me neither. Anyways, so.
Oh, jeez. Is he just sleeping?
I just noticed him in the camera, so I was like, is he all right? He's been kind of sleeping a lot since
Oh,
yesterday.
I hope he's okay.
I think he's all right.
He's just tired. We're all
He's
just
kind of going
tired.
through a stage.
So
between
does
the-
his skin, like, does he do like a shed?
Apparently, they shed when they're adults, in like the stage that he's in now. They shed once a year, maybe twice a year, but I haven't
Okay.
seen it yet since I've had him. No.
Because I've seen like TikToks of like people's dragons shedding, and they like give them like little baths to help them loosen their little
Really?
skins and like help them like with like their little nose skins or their
Yeah.
little eye skins or their ear skins. Yeah.
I've given him one bath since I've had him home. I'd like to give another one soon.
Yeah.
He loved it. He was
He loved
tripping.
it. He
I don't
was
think
like,
he'd ever
yes.
had a bath before.
Aw,
So he was
poor
like
baby.
tripping. Yo, depression is a killer, man. Straight up.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
you think you can bring in a lot, but then when you can't take care of it, you get depressed because you can't take care of it, and then
Yeah,
they are
it's a vicious
suffering.
cycle.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
So I just thought of TikTok. Crazy. Crazy. But he he had a thick layer of poo and pee in there and stuff, whatever. But we got him all settled. We've kept his little area clean, and he's a happy guy, but he's kind of sleeping like this. I mean, he moved around this morning and stuff, and he goes to his little pad. He's gonna start getting cold, and he'll eventually move behind him. And there's like a hot pad underneath the sand
Okay.
underneath his cage there on the red side. Um, it's been interesting. It's been interesting to learn about this creature
Yeah.
because
Does he
it's foreign to
like
me.
come outside and like run on the floor, or like does he mostly
I
stay in the
haven't
cage?
put him on the ground, but normally if I take him out, I let him sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
And mostly because like with the age of my kids, I'd be nervous that they wouldn't be too careful. John, maybe.
Good point.
Ella would be potentially just she'd either run away or like throw him
Ooh.
potentially.
Ooh.
She's not like an aggressive
No,
like
just
manner, but
she's a
just
kid.
because she's like, what the fuck is that? And then Izzy and Ruby, which were my mom's dogs, which they I brought this bearded dragon, which was my mom's, home.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby, which we know each other as Sissy. So she knows me as Sissy because I'm her sister in my mom's eyes because my
Mm-hmm.
mom would always label her animals as like her children.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruby was like one of her children and we became sisters, which is fine. But so she
Mm-hmm.
knows me as Sissy. Anyways. And I was like, Sissy, it's your dragon. And she was like literally so excited
Aw, her
to
best
see this
friend.
motherfucker. No, I think it was the smell of like home.
Oh yeah.
Even though it smelled like literal disgusting gnar, she was just like, Mom, like, oh, where's mom? Like, this reminds me of like, as I've been going through things that like remind me of our mom or whatever. So she would be like all super stoked on that shit. And Izzy too, which is like the young pup who's two. And I just kind of cracked me up watching them interact to that. Cause like Lola, my dog,
Yeah.
she's like, the fuck is that thing? You know? She's like, I don't know. But my brother and I were talking, and we're gonna get some tattoo,
Ooh.
matching tattoos to represent our mom. And I didn't really know this about my mom that much, but my brother has been around my mom longer than myself.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he's 8 years older than me. But my mom apparently was super into hummingbirds, which I kind of always remembered her being kind of into hummingbirds,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't really realize the significance of it. And he's like, yeah, mom would always be like, if a hummingbird would come around, because it's kind of far and few between that you see a
Mm-hmm.
hummingbird too often, right? He said that she would always express to him that that was someone visiting from
Mm.
the other side or whatever, a lost loved one or whatever. And the more and more we started reading about it, the more and more we realized we want to get matching hummingbird tattoos. In which I haven't had a tattoo since I was 18.
Oh
Just on
wow.
the back of my calf. It's been a long time. And I've
Wow.
kind of been wanting to get another one, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know where. My brother is, lived life. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got fucking tattoos everywhere. And I'm like, why don't you put a tattoo on your nub? Because he's missing most of his left leg above his
Mm-hmm.
knee. He's like, I won't be able to look. He starts getting defended. I won't be able to look at it and run around. And I'm like, sorry. I'm just thinking it's like one of the rare areas you have like bare skin. Okay. 'Cause he's got tattoos like not on his face, but like pretty much everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I won't be able to, but I was thinking about actually tattooing the bottom of it to look like a zipper. And I was like,
Nice.
bro. That's gnarly. I love it. Send it.
Do it. Go for it.
We're gonna do some hummingbird tattoos, I think. I think I'm gonna have a hummingbird taking nectar out of one of my roses of the tattoo that I already have.
Oh,
So that way it
nice.
can kind of be included into me.
Nice.
Signs that your bearded dragon is about to shed lethargy, appetite loss, irritability, scratching or rubbing against things. Interesting, because that's interesting, Goofin.
Mm.
Because he was kind of aggressive the other day.
Oh yeah, he was a cranky boy.
Not quite rubbing, but like kind of getting pissed at the window.
Oh no.
But they kind of do that sometimes when they like see their reflection. I think it's another bearded dragon,
Oh
because
jeez.
they're territorial.
Yeah, that's funny. Is he a
But-
little cranky boy?
He's sleeping hard right now. Sometimes it's like, like frogs. I call it frog leg. They just like Their little legs just like hang there. They're just
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
His little back legs will do that sometimes. Let's be laying in the sand with like frog in his front legs because right now they're like this, but sometimes
Yeah.
he'll be like this, like laying down. And I'm like, Kona, look at it. Anyways, he's become
he's super comfortable though. He looks really comfortable.
stoked on his little stump there.
Backwards Patrick pose. Yeah, exactly.
He's totally relaxed because you can see his belly's just kind of like you can't see
Yeah.
it. Well, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's totally just like hanging low.
Yeah.
He's out. Fascinating.
That's so funny.
Okay. Last reptile type thing we had was a snake and we hated it. And so we never really expected to get another reptile again. And I didn't
You-
trust the person that wanted to have this. What?
Should make a stream of just him.
Of just him?
Yeah, like you should make like a whole new channel, and it's kind of like turtles and I'm a chill
Smokey
guy,
the Dragon?
and make a Smokey the Dragon one, and it's just constantly just
It's got to
watching
be
him
like
do what he's
chill
doing.
music, nothing on a microphone. Just
Exactly.
video. Yeah,
You should
I
do
feel
that.
it.
That'd be so good.
He's straight chilling right now.
Yeah, he's just sleeping away. But yeah, a lizard is, I would guess, is better than a snake.
Yeah, so far.
More personality, I feel. Maybe.
I had a friend that had a snake that was like his name, was Gorgeous. She named him Gorgeous. And he was the coolest fucking snake I'd ever experienced in my life. And I'm not a snake person, but I let that fucking snake wrap himself around my head and literally just do like the pose.
Yeah.
And like part of him was like kind of around my shoulders, but he just chilled. He didn't like constrict himself. He chilled.
Yeah.
Like it was the coolest experience I've ever had. And then this gal left a snake at my house when she moved out. And I'm just like, I'm left with this motherfucking snake, and the snake was not chill.
Oh
There was
no.
no chill to this snake. It bit me on my
Oh,
chin.
That's scary.
No.
no.
Nothing about that snake was chill. So that didn't work out. And I wasn't
Out
willing
to
to
the
put in the
wild
time
with
to make
you.
that chill. Yeah. Exactly.
Bye.
Yeah. Peace.
Slither
So-
away, my friend.
So
Slither
this
away.
guy's way chiller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way. He's not that into being held. I mean, he'll chill with you, but he's not
Yeah.
that into it. I should probably give him some more time, but bruh, I hardly got time for myself.
Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
fine. I keep your cage clean. I keep you fed.
You're warm.
You're in a way better living situation than you were, and you can tell he's happy.
Yeah.
Anyways. Enough about me tonight. Sorry, Chelly. Sheesh.
It's a Khalees episode.
Oh my gosh. My bad. I'm
No, it's
late and then I
okay.
steal the spotlight and just
I didn't have
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I didn't have much. I was like, I hope Khalees has a bunch because I really don't got much.
Plenty. Here I am. It's true though. A lot of the time you have some really good juicy work stories or good somethings to tell me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm usually like, they don't want to hear about this dumb shit.
I want to hear all of it.
So tonight, I let it all out.
Good.
So-
I want to always hear it. Okay. I don't care about like anybody else like on chat. I want to hear it. Tell me everything.
Send it.
Send it. Tell me all of it.
One quick side note: my friend Crazy Tree Hugging Girl, she
Yeah.
pops in here once in a while. She hasn't been in here in days, but
Call out.
she has a gate to get into her property. She's not that
Uh-huh.
fancy. It's just she lives on a ranch, okay? Or not a ranch, but like she has like a farm. Anyways, so to be safe from other people coming into her property, she has a gate. And instead of enter, it says send. And she goes, every time I punch my code in and push send, I go, send it. I was like, oh my God, that's so great. She goes, I need a sticker. So I'm gonna
You
get I'm gonna get her a sticker made for her gate lock.
She needs that. Yeah.
So that's my side story. Well, thanks for always wanting to hear my ish. I could talk for
I always do.
days, some days. So other days, I'm like, I just need to keep this in. This is soaking in my sponge. I don't know where I'm at right now, but anyways, are we rating somebody?
Do you
You
have
look like
someone to
you're-
raid?
No, thought you might. By the way, Oren fucking had me sucked into his fucking stream last time.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever that
great.
horror game he was playing, and it was kind of janky, but it was like Fear of something. Oh, I don't remember what it was, but it was phenomenal. I was laughing so hard. Oh, he's on right now. It was great. And he's awesome. He's
Yeah.
entertaining.
I like him. So should we rate him then?
Sure, I guess.
There's a raid.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's someone else that Pop Doris. I guess she's doing Minecraft, but yeah, I'm down. I'm down with Oren.
He's playing the new Friday the 13th. Jordan says, but is he though? Doesn't look like he is.
Looks like he's still just talk. I don't know.
He's doing a puzzle, I think. But do you want
Oh
to
my
rate him?
gosh, this ad is LL Cool J.
Oh,
Stop
cool.
it.
Oh, Friday. Friday he'll be playing the new Friday 13th game.
Oh. Oh, wait. What do you mean? There's a new Friday the 13th game?
Yes.
Is it multiplayer?
I literally don't know anything about it.
What?
I'll have to do some like research about it, but I don't know anything about it. And like that's part of the reason why the Friday 13th got in trouble, because they used Friday 13th when they were planning to create their own game the correct way, you know?
I wonder if it's going to be like the Friday the 13th. I'm so curious.
I'm not entirely
That game
sure,
is
but he's
so
gonna be
good,
playing,
man.
He's gonna be playing it Friday.
Can't find anything about it?
Yeah, I don't know where to buy it or anything.
Yo, let's ask him.
Let's ask him.
Well, he might not know. I don't know.
So
Anyways.
were we rating or no?
Yes, let's raid. Sorry, I just got on a tangent. I didn't realize there was a new Friday the 13th. No one tells me this shit.
Well, like I
What the
didn't know
fuck?
about it till he posted about it the other day.
Jordan.
And, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the
Charlie,
Friday 13 game.
you see that? You text me real quick, like, yo, my brain is not here.
I'm
Hey?
probably planning on playing it on like the old Friday 13th game on
'Cause
Friday,
Friday the
probably. Because this Friday is
my
Friday
God.
13th.
It is.
Yeah.
Yo, we're trying to get through Divinity 1 so we can play Divinity 2, but we're in some shit. We're trying to get through this fucking Source Temple, dude. It's intense. But that sounds really fun. Like, I kind of want to play that too, but I got to get the Source Temple shit going down, dude.
Gotta get that Source
We're on a
Temple
mission. Right, Goof?
Mission. Forgot to Google,
see?
but you
See?
you still have a couple days, so you're good.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. We can Google it like that night.
Yeah,
We're fine.
exactly.
All right. Well, it's been fabulous.
Been good. We're running out of time. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you next week. Thank you for speaking for most of the podcast. I really appreciate that because I didn't have much. Not gonna lie, I didn't have much. I was like,
I fulfilled your cup.
good,
And,
good.
and more.
I'm
And
happy.
I'm pouring over with all this love.
And I farted, and Cleese called me
And
out.
Shelly farted and like called her out, and she even muted it.
We have 5 more
I feel
seconds.
so bad.
5 more seconds.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
I'm staying there until it goes.